Hi boys and girls, welcome to math class again today. I hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's video and got your math fact families all done. And I hope that you took a little bit of time and figured out who Belle's dad is and what his job was. So I'm going to tell you right now, Belle's dad's name is Maurice. And his job was, if you look at this thing that he's flying, he was an inventor. So it's a lot like when we were in science and we created and built things like a makerspace. He invented things. So how awesome is that? So if you didn't know, now you do. Bella's dad, Maurice, is an inventor. And he actually built something just like that in the movie. And this is a picture, it's beautiful, right, from the movie. So what we're going to do now is we're going to jump right in. We're going to be working with some math money skills and some little bit of shapes. So we're going to go to a shape store. So it's going to be great. So grab your paper and a pencil, and if you have your math packet in the mail, you should have a paper just like this. So you'll see that it has 3 shapes at the top, and it says facts and shapes. All right, so I'm going to put that under my dot camera, and it is Thursday, and today you should have this page. It's Unit 6, Module 1, Session 5, Facts and Shapes. You'll see 3 shapes across the top with some coins. So before we get into that, I want to actually talk about some coins. So grab your pencil and your paper, and let's make an I can statement. So our target lesson here is going to be I can identify coins. We're just going to keep it really simple today. And we're going to be looking at a couple of different coins. The first coin looks like this. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm going to scoot this in just like that. Okay. And the second coin looks just like this. And the third coin we're going to look at today looks just like this. So we've done a lot of work with coins this year. So what I want us to do is I want us to think about some similarities and differences that these coins have. So let's go ahead and name these coins. Take a second, and I want you to make a prediction. So you're going to write 1, 2, and 3 right on your paper. And now I want you to tell me, predicting, what is the name of this coin? Write it down. Or you can just put the first letter or the first sound. Okay, I'll show you the back of this coin as well. I see that it says 5 cents on it. Okay, put that one away. Number 2, look carefully. Notice that it has ridges. I'm not sure if you can see that. It has ridges on it. Oh, there we go. Now you can see it has some ridges on it. It's smaller in diameter. Has a little person, and then it has this olive, and it also says 1 dime. The olive branches. I think that's what that is. All right, and then the third one is copper colored. My favorite president, Abraham Lincoln, 16th president. And on the back it says 1 cent. Okay, hopefully you had a time to make a prediction of what they are. So the first coin, I'm sure you all said nickel. A nickel is worth 5 cents. So I'm just going to write 5 cents. I'm noticing that it has a smooth edge. And if you look at it next to the dime, it's larger, but not as large as the quarter. We learned that this year. Okay. Now I'm going to go to my second one, which was the dime. It is worth 10 cents. And if you close your eyes and you feel the sides of a dime, it has ridges. Now, that difference helps people who can't see well to know if they're holding a dime or a nickel. Smart people created our money. Okay, the last one is Abraham Lincoln. And so this one, my favorite, the one that I know you guys all know the name of, is a penny. A penny's worth 1 cent, a nickel's worth 5 cents, a dime's worth 10 cents, a quarter's worth 25, the $half 50, and that's our rhyme. So I love to play money and store at school when we're working on counting coins, and we get to go on little adventures, and we get to pretend that we're buying things. And so today we're going to practice adding up and counting coin values. Okay, so we've identified our coins. Now our second target of the day. So go ahead and make your second target. Once we know the names of our coins, now we're going to use our coins. So I can add coins, and we'll just leave it simple like that. I can add coins. So the first situation that we're going to have here, we are going to have a couple of these silver coins and one copper coin. So go ahead and pause the video and see if you can figure out how much money is on the screen. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. So for number 4, I see this and I know it's a nickel. So on your paper, I want you to write number 4 and I want you to draw a circle. And then I want you to put one dot in the middle. That stands for 5 cents. One dot is 5, okay? And then we have another nickel. So I'm going to draw another circle. And I'm just going to put one dot right in the middle. And we have another dot, another nickel, and another dot goes in the center of this coin. And then I have this penny. Well, a penny's not worth 5 cents. It's only worth 1 cent. So I'm going to put a coin, and then I'm going to draw a number 1. I know it's a little difficult to see because it's in a marker. Now, each nickel is worth 5. So I'm going to count. 5, 10, 15, plus one more, 16 cents in all. Okay? All right. Now, I'm going to show you a dime. Now, a dime is worth, a dime is worth 10 cents. Good. So for number 5, I'll do 5 over here. I have more space. For number 5, I'm going to draw a dime, just a circle, and I'm going to put 2 dots because we have 5, 10. So top and bottom, 5, 10. So for this set of coins, we're going to have 3 dimes and 2 nickels and 1 penny. So I'm going to slide this over. Here we go. So we have 3 dimes, 2 nickels, and 1 penny. Let's go ahead and draw out the coins together, and then you can take a second and count them up. So here's another dime, top, bottom. Here's another dime, top, bottom. Here's a nickel, just in the middle. Here's a nickel, just in the middle. And here's a penny, 1 cent, so we put a line. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video. Oh, I guess I could leave that for you to look at. Pause the video and see if you can count this money. You can use the dots to help you, or you can just count the coins on your screen. Okay, sweet friends. I'm going to show you how I can use my dots to help me. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 41. So 41 cents in all. All right. So this is called touch math, money math. Okay, and I've been doing this for a long time because it helps students when they're doing worksheets to be able to count them out. When you're holding them actually in your hands, you can kind of be like, okay, 10, 20, 25, 35, 45, 50, 60, 61. So you can kind of move them. But when they're on their worksheet, sometimes it seems a little bit like disorganized. So by using the dots, you can dot your coins and then you can go around and count them. Or you could rewrite the coins under the problem. If the problem shows you a picture like this, you might want to rewrite them in a straight line and be like, okay, I wrote that one, I wrote this one, I wrote these two until you get them all written. Okay, so I'm going to show you, there's one coin that we haven't put on here, and that's our quarter. And the quarter is worth 25 cents, which means it has to have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It has to have 5 dots. So I'm going to show you the quarter, but we're not going to use the quarter to count today. We're just going to practice the dots. So for number 6, the dots on a quarter, let's go ahead and label this quarter. In this order, so that if you lose track, you'll know where to go next. Okay, so if you always count them in this order, you'll know where to start and where you end. Okay, top, bottom, left, right, middle. So say it with me: top, bottom, left, right, middle. So you can put the dots on your coins in that order, and then you can touch them in that order to count by 5s. So again, it's top, bottom, left, right, middle. Okay, so we're going to work more on quarters as we progress through this trimester with our touch money math. And if you have questions or you think this is really helpful, I'm more than happy to set up a meeting with you so we can work on this one-on-one. All right, so let's go to our worksheet now. The first thing that says, Facts and Shapes, page 2 of 2. Count the money to find how much each shape is worth. So we have a quarter, and the quarter is worth 1 dime. All right. So in this box, use your pencil, and you're going to write 10 cents. So for every quarter that you want, or every square, for every square that you buy, it's going to be worth 10 cents. Okay, moving on to the circle. Circle. So we're going to count our pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Every penny is worth 4 cents. 4. And every triangle is worth, good, 5 cents. Perfect. That was pretty easy. And now we're going to get to go down to the shape shop. Okay. Maria bought some shapes at the shape shop. She used all her shapes to make this picture. How much money did she spend? Go ahead and pause the video and take a minute just to solve this out on your own, or to think of a strategy that might work for you. Hi guys, are you back? Great. So I was thinking of a couple different ways that I could solve this. So I'm going to show you the first way. The first thing that I saw was to count up my squares and count up my shapes and then figure out and make some lines with my touch money math. So I'm going to do that way first. If you use it in a different way, that's okay. You can put this on your other paper, or you can just sit back and watch. Okay? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. Let me count again just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. So 5 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares, and each square costs 10 cents. So I'm going to put my dots top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. Okay, so if you notice, just like with the quarter, I always touch the top dot first and then the second. And it's exactly the same way when I make the dots to count on later. So as you get quicker with this, sometimes you guys would see me when I use this strategy when I'm just counting numbers, but you can just actually, you'll see them just like this picture up here, and you might say 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well, not 15. 14 plus 5. 14 plus 5 is, who said 19? Did you say 19? You're so smart. 19 cents on top. Okay, so I have my squares taken care of here, and I think I made a little bit of paper marks, pencil marks. So squares are done. Now I'm going to move to my circle. I have one circle, and I know the one circle is worth 4 cents. So for every circle, I need to draw 4 pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4. And remember, I'm going to put a line or a 1 in them to remind myself not to count them by 5s. You saw how quickly and easily it is just to flip back. When I was counting these up here, I just immediately said that was worth 1 cent, when I know that's not worth 1 cent. It's worth 5. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to do our triangles. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles. Just to make sure I see just one here and one here, top and a bottom. All right, 4 triangles, and every triangle is worth a nickel. So I'm going to draw 4 triangles, or 4 nickels, because that's how much 4 triangles would cost. And I'm going to put a dot right in the center. All right, so now I'm ready to count on to see how much money was spent at the Shape Shop. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. 50 cents. I'm going to keep going. 55, 60, 65, 70. Okay, so 70 cents. I'm going to put that down here. So if I just wanted to figure out how many nickels I had, 5, 10, 15, 20, so I had 20 cents. And then we have 4 cents. So if I know that I'm at 70, I already did the 50, I already did the 20, I can go to 70 and I can just count on 4 more. 70, 71, 72, 73, 74. So the total, Maria spent 74 cents at the Shape Shop. Okay. So another way would be to add up the amounts. Once you wrote them out, you could say, okay, well, if this is going to be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, you could just actually touch the shapes or label the shapes. So I'm going to do that this time. I'm going to label my shapes 10, 10, 10, 10, and 10. My circle was worth 4 cents. And each triangle is worth 5. 5, 5, 5, and 5. So now I can go back and I can add. And because I like to add things in an order or in systematically, I'm going to just think of these as 3 separate problems and put them together at the end. 10, 20, 25. Now I'm going to add the center row. 10, 15, 20, plus 4, 24. Some of you might ask, Ms. Cheryl, why did you start with the 10? Well, glad you asked. Because I know that if I start with the largest number in the sequence, then it's usually better or easier to add up. So like here I said 10, 20 plus 5 is 25. So here I would say 10, 15, 20. Or I would have said 5 plus 5 is 10, 10 and 10 is 20, and 20 plus 4 is 24. So just a different way of thinking about it. And then the last one, 10, 20, 25 again, And then I know that if I know that 4 quarters are $1, and if I sing my quarter song, 25, 50, 75, $1, I know that 3 quarters are 75 cents. And this one is only 1 penny away. So 74 cents is my answer. Now this might seem really basic and easy to you, and that's fine. You can find different ways to challenge yourself. Maybe you could make a store of like things that are in your room and they could cost different amounts, make price tags, and you could set a budget of how much money you could spend and see how many different ways you could buy the objects in your room. Like if you only could spend $20, what's one set of objects that you could buy? What would be another set? So you can use it to just use money and play games. That's the best thing about money and math, is that it's so easy and fun to play store or to think about costs of things. You can go online and you can look on different things with your parents. My daughters love to do these pretend shopping trips where they like to pretend that they're going to get to buy something, because I'm not letting them buy things off the internet every day. But anyway, so you can do things like that, get creative, make up new games, just have fun in practicing math and skip counting. All right, let's go to the last problem. So the last question says, use squares, circles, and triangles to make a picture worth 48 cents. Label your work to prove it. So with this one, I know I can only spend 48 cents. So I'm thinking 48 cents. Well, how many different ways could I make 48? 10, 20, 30, 40, 44, 48. So I just wrote out a string of numbers that add together to get 48. So now I can draw a picture that has 1, 2, 3, 4 squares, 4 squares, and 2 circles. All right, so there's my shape. That's one option. I don't know why I want to make this into a little caterpillar. Like it's just swooping around. Okay, and so another way would be, if I have 48 cents, I could do obviously 2 circles, so 4 plus 4. That's the only way to make 8 when you're counting by, the rest of them are worth 5s or 10s. So there's no way to get 8 without having those circles. So now I just have to think about how many different ways I could make 40. So I could use a couple of nickels. So 5, 10, 15, 20. And then I could put 2 squares in here. 30, 40. So let's see what kind of shape that is. I've got 2 circles, 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles, and 2 squares. Let's see what I can do here. Square. Oh, you can't see, can you? 1 square and another square. So I used my squares, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, and then, so I used those. Now I need to use my 2 circles. 1, let me put those together. 1, 2. So I don't know if this is a house or a little chicken, but I just thought it would be fun to make a couple different shapes. So how many different ways can you come up with to make 48 cents? So grab your worksheet, and if you don't have your packet, you can just follow along with me as we were going through, and you can totally pause the video and do this problem on regular notebook paper. Now when you're done, you can do 2 things. You can either send me a picture of your work, Or you can just give it to your parents and make sure you click turn in on this video, and your parents will let me know that you completed this assignment. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful Thursday, and make sure that you do all the rest of your assignments as you have time. Enjoy yourselves, go outside and play, do some things fun with math, and see how many different ways you can come up with to make 48 cents. And I want to see some of those creative shape pictures. Wonder what you guys are going to come up with next. See you next week. Bye, guys.